how to make money on vacation rental property. So I love this category. I love the VRBO. I love Airbnb, short-term rentals. There are so many more ways, and they cash flow, in my experience, and any math equation substantially more than any long-term rentals. So number one, we're going to talk about the best ways to actually choose your location for your vacation rental property. Number two, proven ways. And I'm going to share some stories of how we maximized our rental income and Airbnb income, like substantially per night. And then the last thing are the mistakes to avoid when you get into these. So it includes partnerships and how you're structured. That's where I see a big mess. So let's begin. How do you actually choose your location? So I'm going to read this off because you can go to a variety of places to actually see, is your location Airbnb, short-term rental, and VRBO qualified? There are a lot of ordinances that have now banned them, and you can only do long-term rentals because long-term tenants or long-term owners don't want the short-term turn of the Airbnbs in their neighborhoods. So if you go to AirDNA and it tracks and look there and put in the address of the property that you're looking to buy or the area, it's going to track the performance of the data of 10 million Airbnbs and VRBO rentals in that area. It offers short-term rental data analysis on Airbnb occupancy rates, prices, and more. So you're going to get a lot there alone. You also, again, I'm going to go back to, you have to consider local regulations, city ordinance, permits, HOAs. Is it just a rich area? Like what's going on in that area that really people are going to be coming to that area if you're looking to buy it as an income producing asset? As we continue, let's talk about how do you maximize rental income. This is my favorite. So we would buy in areas like the Ozarks where it's the Redneck Riviera and it's busy from April till the end of October. So it had a long rental season, which was why we were attracted there. The weather's great. What also we liked about it is it had a lot of tentacles. So like to get around the lakes takes a while. So we would buy properties where we put little into the inside. We want to maximize how many bodies can sleep there. So we took one property in the Ozark. We actually built out the inside with a bunch of bunk beds and different bedding arrangements where 22 people could sleep in that house. And again, did we put money into that and make it fancy? No, we put money into the dock. Because why do people go to the Ozarks? To usually be on boats most of the day. So we made docks, we built bars, we put sound systems. And then knowing how hard it is to get around the lake, we did some concierge at night as well. So when people would rent from us, they could go online. We would do all their shopping for their food, their booze, whatever they needed, extra amenities in the property. That would be an extra fee, but it would be there when they actually got to the property. Then we added boats, jet skis, and all sorts of other amenities. At one point, we actually had like an Airbnb taxi, we called it, where if they were out on the boat in the tentacles, if you've ever been to the Ozarks, you're way out, you ran out of some food, you ran out of whatever you might need, bait for your fishing, you could actually call our concierge and we would deliver it. So we created almost doubling our cash flow in different Airbnb rentals by putting additional amenities and concierge services around it. So it's not just the property. So make sure when you are maximizing rental income, you do proper deposits. That includes animal smoking, marijuana, cleanup, damages. Make sure you really have great contracts. That's where I see people in short-term rentals get burned. Their contracts are weak. People do some damage and you can't hold them accountable because they're out of your state and moved on to somewhere else. Other things to maximize rental income, obviously, is have a great website, have good photos, have those situations where you'd have the dock, you'd have the boats, you'd have all of the things. So have a really good marketing site so it presents well. Also have an area where people can give you referrals. So even if they write in the book and you make it like a journal at the property, you can take pictures, you can scan that up, but you want to have some history of, is it fun? Is it viable? Is it functional? Was it easy to get around? Did they like the location? So the more referrals of past tenants you can put up online as well, the more money you're going to get. Little things like changing, electric plugs. So you have USB. I mean, just little tiny things. We did little things like adding like a little wine rack and actually stock some wine if the tenant wanted it next to one of the counters in the kitchen, having enough ice, having coolers, especially if they're fishing. All those things matter. So survey your tenants, make sure you get to know them well. Now, before I go to the major mistakes that people make in this category, I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you here 5 days a week. Click that notification button and be here. Listen to it every day. I'm asking for 5 to about 10, 15 minutes of your time to pour knowledge into you. And again, in the link below, you can go to our Millionaire Intensive. I'm going to give you a bunch of gifts, just 2 tickets to a whole day event of us teaching you how do you make fast money, whether it's vacation rentals, whether it's just in real estate in general, or whatever else you sell. Also, I want to make sure you look at my link on Real Estate is Leverage. It's how I became a millionaire in 1999 in 6 months, sequencing my plan to a real estate millionaire. And Airbnbs came later and have become a very lucrative cash flow model. Many of you have second homes. Why are you having a second home? Put that home in an LLC, call it a rental property, and Airbnb it or short-term rental when you're not there. Create cash flow wherever you can. So a lot of this is getting you in the frame of mind of not just being a passive real estate investor, but being active in the income that it can produce. Other major pitfalls that I see is underestimating the turns, the professional turns, the customer service, the reviews, making sure you get back to people on time, know that you're going to be timely, professional. If they order concierge, be accurate about what they ordered. And just what I call the obvious mistakes, the common sense mistakes are made a lot. So then you get bad reviews. The other mistake I see is you're not counting in property tax, property maintenance, just typical upgrade, especially if you are turning your properties like our Ozark properties would turn at least once, if not 2 times a week. You give incentives for longer stays, which could be up to 7 days, but then you got to turn and put somebody else in. So just ensure your revenue targets, your numbers, you're not leaving anything out, not leaving out your insurance, because depending on your Airbnb and short-term rentals or VRBO, your insurance could be different because you're going to have so many alternative tenants inside of there. So be mindful, get a team, get a mentor, and at any time, call our office, have a gap analysis, talk to our team about how we can help solve the problems you're seeing. And you can always go to Ask Loral, ASKLORAL, ask a question, make a request. We'll be back tomorrow.